Okay, Brianna, you got to turn that off. It's time for me to time for the show to start. Yes, you are going to come through otherwise. You can go upstairs and finish it, but you got to start. You got. What's going on, Junkie Nation? This is Kenshiro here. It's Thursday, and boy, we got an incredible show for you guys to see. Um, but first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to introduce the. We're going to go ahead and introduce the panel. Sorry about that. First, we got the Big Kahuna checking in. Got to turn on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got the Big
What's
Kahuna
going
checking
on,
in today.
Nation?
We also got we got GQ checking in,
Hey everybody, I'm drinking the blood of my enemies and wearing my Thor cufflinks.
and we got the Great Dadakuji checking in.
Hey everybody, guess what's different today?
Your beard.
Yes,
Yeah, his
the
beard.
beard's different.
And we got Lena checking in today.
Hello, Junkie Nation.
All right, all right. Let's get it started. So today, obviously, we have some incredible news that dropped off, that jumped off today. But first, we're gonna get to the news of the day, and we have some pretty interesting stuff that was released. And one of them was the news that Daisy Ridley, who played Rey on Star Wars Episode 7, is up for the Tomb Raider reboot. What do you guys think about that?
No,
No.
No, but
no,
I
no.
think she's cute as all get out, but she's gonna need prosthetics.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am
Cutie.
But
hundred.
if you think,
I like her, but as far as build wise, now she's been getting a lot of flack. Like people been like giving her flack about her size in Star Wars, how she was like too small. I'm like, well, first of all, she lived on a fucking desert and she ate fucking instant bread. Like that's all
Yeah.
she had to eat. Like, how is she supposed to have curves?
the
But as
new
far as
Laura doesn't have curves. Look
Right.
at that. The
as
new
far as
Laura
she
is
though, I
she
can't.
don't have curves. So they obviously either a young Laura was small and because she was really rich and very what's the word?
Um,
No, she just had low self-esteem. She wouldn't go bought her some. So like that's why she's like that in the games, like the PlayStation 1 game. But apparently she could be this Laura easily.
no.
Yep.
You guys know me. It's not. Nope. Not gonna give it a pass. I didn't give Gail Godot a pass. I'm not giving her a pass either. At all. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie even had to wear prosthetics because we need to get it right.
Okay, Lena, what do you think? You think she'd be okay?
I think I'm interested to see how they transform her into Laura Croft. So I'm like kind of neutral.
Fair
She's
enough.
definitely athletic, and you know she can probably do a lot of the stunts and all that other stuff. But as far as a look, I don't see her as Laura.
Well,
She could be young Laura for the first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie. That's it.
Rush Ex Machina, yes, there will be
Yeah.
fun stuff today. You are absolutely
Flashback
right.
Laura.
You are absolutely right, Rush Ex Machina. There's going to be lots of fun stuff today. So you out there in the chat, you guys kind of let us know whether you think Daisy really would be a good fit for our beloved Tomb Raider or not. So moving right along, Waffles pointed to our discussion group some of the details on Alex being released, being the first downloadable character um, for Street Fighter Five coming out later on this month. So excited? Not excited? Really don't care? Kind of let me know.
never really played with Alex, but it gives me an opportunity to try. I should have, because by the time I got to Street Fighter 3, I was just like, I love Ken and Ryu, but I just felt like trying to learn somebody else. And then I started picking up Q to try to learn Q because he just seemed interesting. But
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I think it's kind of cool news. I mean, I haven't really played Street Fighter 4 since the last time I played it. So it'd be kind of cool just to, try somebody and just like Laura. I think that's like my new wanna learn character.
Yeah, I'm on Laura right now, and she's pretty interesting. I have to admit. Um,
Yeah.
as far as characters to play with, GQs, this make you? I mean, you didn't really play with Alex anyway, so it probably doesn't.
No,
You
I could
know,
play with anybody actually. I mean, I used to beat Mr. Pessimistic with Alex just to prove that
I'm
I
sure
could
that
play other
used to. Yeah,
characters.
that used to bother him a lot. I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, they better bring his worm fingers back, and they better bring back
His
like when
worm
you kill
fingers.
him, and they better bring back when you kill him with a light attack. And he's Jesus. If they don't bring that back, if they don't bring that back, I'm gonna be pissed because it'll be like, okay, you guys missed his best possible thing. It was you killed him with a light attack. He just let it out. I was like, this is hilarious.
You can't
But
escape.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. He's got to have. Matter of fact, he better have his same voice actor
that
because
would. Yeah, that
anything
would be
else would
pretty
be
cool.
uncivilized.
That would be pretty cool. Now, the other thing I'm looking forward to seeing is like especially with Alex. I mean, I hopped onto PS4 today, and I was hoping maybe to see that maybe they had updated it and they were ready. Nope,
Hopefully next
nope,
Tuesday.
nope. Hopefully next Tuesday. You were absolutely right. Kahuna, uh, you said you dropped off around Third Strike, right? Didn't you say you used to play Third Strike back in the day? A little bit? No? Yes? No?
A little bit, yeah. I don't really remember
You don't
the
remember
character.
Alex? Okay. He's the white guy with
Alex,
the
is that
red,
is that the
with
dude? Do you have
the
like a
red
bandana
bandana.
on?
Yeah, the red
Yeah,
bandana.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
it's kind of like a big He-Man with overalls.
Yeah, you can't. Wow,
Yeah,
he
okay,
man
I
with
remember
overalls.
it.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. Okay. Following that up, we've got some info on Killer Instinct season three's info came out a little bit today. Does that move the needle at all? Killer Instinct season three? Yes, no,
Well,
maybe so.
I bought Killer Instinct and I got season 1 and season 2, and I enjoy the game. I think it's really good. Their whole the way they're selling the game, I think is a little. I mean, it's new, but it's just what this generation is gonna get. It's just games that you get a little bit here, a little bit there. I wouldn't say it's not complete, and maybe it's not complete. Maybe it's just like because they're doing it as seasons. Like instead of having, Street Fighter 2,
Hmm.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, or Super Turbo, or whatever. They're just having season 1, season 2, season 3, and they're giving it to you over a span of months. And just every once in a while to get new characters breathes new life into the game. At least for me, because like you can play a game for an extremely long time, and if you're having a good time playing it, then that's fine and dandy. But when you get periodically you get new characters, I think that's kind of cool. But just how they did it was kind of strange.
I personally don't like it because, and sometimes I want to take it from Tony Stark. I want to punch Microsoft in their imperfect teeth. I hate the fact that you sell me a game and then, oh yeah, we're going to add some more to the game over the course of 3 years. And I'm really pissed that Capcom decided to follow that same business model because Capcom made you purchase 60 right up front, and then they're going to leak it out over the course of years. So I don't like that.
Well, truly and really though, you don't buy the game. You can download it for free. You get one character, and you can buy individual characters if you want to, or you can just outright buy the game. When you outright buy the game, you get what is released. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
know
but
how it works.
but no, but back when it first came out, if you paid, the full price, you still had to wait for the rest of it to be released.
You had
Because
to
I
wait for
think,
season two, because
yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
I don't know, because I didn't get it as soon as it came out. So when I bought season one, all the characters apparently for season one were available, and
No,
then
that's
when I bought season two, it was all available. So I'm not really
no,
sure.
no, that's what I'm saying. On day one, like when it was a launch title, if you paid like I think it was $40 or $50 or whatever it was at the time, you got everything that was available, and then as it was released, you would be able to just go ahead and grab them. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like so to me, either release it for $20 with little chunks, or release the whole thing as one package that you can buy all at once. Because I don't like this. Oh well, here's your car, but we'll get your wheels to you next week. I don't like that business model. It
Oh no, I
really
can understand it.
disgusts me.
As a consumer, it is a crappy business model. If you're on the other end, you'd be like, yes, money.
Oh, of course. Again, I understand. I understand greed. I don't mind that. But God, give me at least somewhat of a finished product. Because Street Fighter V is not finished by any stretch of the
Not by
imagination.
Nope.
any stretch of
No,
the
it's not.
imagination, sir. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So now that we're kind of a little bit through with that one, I gotta bring up something in the chat that's kind of really irking me. Autumn in there throwing shade at Third Strike, saying Third Strike was just okay.
Well, which character does she use?
Uh, no. She said Third Strike was just okay. I
Well,
mean,
that's usually what you hear from people that weren't good at Third Strike.
right? I mean,
So,
she was like, what she say? That was right around the time I started getting bored with Street Fighter. Excuse me? With,
well,
with Third Strike? Third man, mm,
that's
third,
okay.
mm,
Some people can't deal. Some people can't deal with a
mm,
30 frame fireball
mm,
and having like the parrying system and
mm,
the greatness that was Third Strike. But that's okay.
mm. Yeah, okay. Let's not dwell on that. Let's move on. It's a little bit early. We got done with a little bit of news, so let's devote a little extra time. We're gonna talk about Legends of Tomorrow now. Who watched the episode tonight? I know I did. Kahuna did. Dadakuji didn't get a chance to. Lena, did you watch Legends of Tomorrow tonight? Oh, no, you don't. That's right, you don't.
She doesn't
She
like
doesn't.
it.
She doesn't like it.
No.
No. And I'm not gonna hold that
Well,
against you.
it was Pleasantville, but with
It was
DC
kind of
heroes mixed
Pleasantville.
in.
It was
So
kind of Pleasantville this week. Traveling back to the 1950s, which didn't they do the 1950s before already? I can't remember.
well, here's my thing with that, and they missed a perfect opportunity to steal one of my jokes that I've always told, that if I ever had a time machine, I would love to go back to the 50s to get like those 10-cent hamburgers and 5-cent French fries and all that greatness. Except I wouldn't be able to get in and out of the restaurant in one piece.
Hmm.
So they could have easily, with a couple of they had, what's his name, Jax there.
Hmm.
They could have easily run that joke with him. I would
Hmm.
have loved to have seen that, but they missed the opportunity, I
Yeah,
guess.
they kind of like really, they kind of really
Sanitized
dropped the
it.
ball. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one. Because
Yeah.
man, I was thinking for sure when them dudes stepped up and Roland, no, we're not giving away any spoilers or anything like that. We're just kind of talking about the content of the show. We're not,
In
in
general, right
general, we're
around
just
it.
generalizing. But basically, I
Oh
was,
my goodness!
hey, it's
Look
it's
who's look who's
it's
joined.
it's Megashawn. He's driving.
Wow.
Sir,
Do
we need you to pull over to the side of the road. We don't want you to end up
it.
getting into an accident.
Just leaving the trap.
Right.
Right.
Okay, well, give me 1 second. I didn't want to interrupt. Sorry, fellas.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
no
just turn your
problem.
interior light on and drive?
Oh, that's a sure sign to get the cops to pull you over.
Well,
Right. Yeah, no, right. Yeah, exactly. And he's not an attractive female, so it's not like anything he can pull out of his hat to get out of that ticket. So let's not uh let's not tempt fate there, sir.
well, that's a little sexist on your part there,
But it's the
sir.
truth. It is the truth.
Where you
That's
coming
not.
from?
That's sexist.
Mm. Lena's like,
I,
I don't know about
I think it does
that.
not approve of your shenanigans.
hmm
Okay, all right, I feel you. Okay, look, but no, getting back to the show, I was waiting for that one scene to kind of turn sideways, like, and they took the easy way out on that one. I have to admit. But overall, the episode I thought was pretty decent. Kind of seeing where they were going with Ray and Kendra. I don't know. What do you guys think about that pairing? I mean, is it odd? Is it
It's forced
yeah
to me because
yeah
it's like one of those situations of like, yes, I get that. Okay, you're all kind of like on the ship together, so there's going to be little relationships that pop up here and there. But didn't your soulmate, oh, I don't know, just get offed about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple
So
weeks ago
I
and
mean,
shit.
usually there's a little bit of period of time for you hop in the sack with somebody new. I
Oh,
mean,
hold
I
up,
could
hold
be
up,
wrong.
hold up.
I could be
I
wrong.
got, we got a nice special visitor. We got our boy Josh Mundy from from podcast of
From the
all
Facebook
seasons
group.
from the from the
Oh,
Facebook group. He's watching the show
nice.
live. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Glad to have you, man.
Thumbs up to the Josh.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and continue. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Hello to Josh, and this one's for you, buddy. No, really, I mean, it's one of those things where you know, now true enough, if my girlfriend, I don't have one currently, but if she died,
Hmm.
I'd probably wait a little while before, I don't know, look for somebody new. I mean, a little bit of time, but a week? Like, dang, Kendra, I mean, is it like that?
I know
And
he
Ray
was
Palmer,
Carter
like,
wasn't really even cold, man. She was.
right, right. And
Yeah.
then the thing is, he's going to get reincarnated. So I mean, are you
Right.
just trying to buy time until like the next time? And
Right. You just
so I mean,
leave
I
my
don't know.
man on or what here?
Right.
So,
And
um,
plus, it was again, it just seemed
it
it
was
was
kind of forced.
awkward.
Yeah. Kahuna, what do you think about it?
Yes, it's a pretty awkward little relationship, and like GQ said, like shit, Hawkman just died, a couple weeks ago, and you already mingling around with Ray, so
And
yeah,
was throwing a little bit, couple of hints over to the young kid too. So I'm like, dang, you just a
yeah, yeah.
nympho? Is she like a hawk nympho? Is there some like bird like gene that's in there that's just kind of pushing her to be like, oh, I gotta get some from somebody.
It's something.
Oh, it's weird.
I know. Sarah definitely got something going on. Every timeline she's in, she macking on some chick.
Yeah.
Right, and not only that, like Hawk Girl's got some horse in her too, because them teeth just are killing it, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's attractive. I like her. It's just when she smiles, it's like Jesus.
Hey, you
Hurts.
know what? I'm gonna be honest. She looked really good this week. She did.
Yeah.
She looked
It's
really
be,
good this week.
it's the period piece thing though. Girls from the
Maybe.
50s, their outfits, their clothing, their
Hmm.
makeup style
Hmm.
was just that's why Peggy Carter like looks so attractive in
Oh,
Captain America. It's just
okay.
that look is
Yeah.
very like pin up sexy out there. So you dress up a modern actress in that style, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Lindsay
There's.
Lohan could probably look good in that style, but I mean, I'm not saying she's attractive.
Well.
I guarantee.
No.
Well.
Hey, I can work wonders with Photoshop, God, doggone it.
That's true. Look, Lindsay Lohan fell off ever since Mean Girls went off. I'm sorry, man.
Lindsay Lohan
Yeah, that
fell
was
off
a
when Mean Girls started, so I
yeah,
don't want to hear it.
that's tragic. But anyway, let's not get sidetracked on that. On some other stuff that we got to talk about concerning the show. Um, Basically, not to even give away any other spoilers or anything like that. But what do you guys think about the trajectory of Captain Cold? Basically, from where we've seen him and to where he is now, even considering today's episode, and we can spare the people on the West Coast that haven't seen it yet. But for me, Wentworth Miller, as we said before, is an incredible actor. And seeing this kind of, I don't know, evolution of Captain Cold, I don't know. I don't really know how to take it. What do you guys got an opinion on? What's your opinion?
I can dig it because here's the thing about Captain Cold is like people forget that he's not a mustache twirling villain, so to speak. He has a moral code. He's been able to there's been situations where he and the I forgot what his group is called, the
The Rogues.
thank you. He and the Rogues have had opportunity upon opportunity to kill Flash, and they won't do it because it's like, dude, that will bring the rest of the Justice League down on us. So he thinks he has reason. He has reasons that he holds back, and he's just he's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. Just like Wreck-It Ralph. So I mean, I have no real problem with the way they're doing him in his evolution because he's not like what's his name, Whiplash from Rocky and Bullwinkle. He's a villain with a little bit of morality tucked in there somewhere,
Right. Well,
and a lot of reason, a ton of reason.
well, Josh kind of added something in the chat. He says it falls in line with some of his comic book developments, and I like the anti-hero angle. Roland D said not knowing a background on Captain Cold, I like his development. So looks like it's going pretty well, at least for the fans. Kahuna, you got an opinion on Captain Cold and his evolution so far in the show?
Kahuna's picking up some pops off the ground. It looks like. I think some of his pops and collectibles have fallen.
Oh man. Um, Lena, did you watch any of? Have you watched any of the Flash, any of the DC shows at all?
No.
That's sad. That's sad. I mean,
I
is
have
there no
them
designer?
on my they're on my to-do list. I just haven't got to them
Okay, so you're
yet.
planning on kind of binging the shows. Okay, that's cool.
Yes,
Um,
spring break started today, so I am definitely gonna
oh,
be
okay. Well, then
getting on that.
if you want to get
Yeah.
treated, I will recommend start with the Flash. Well, actually, no. You have a unique opportunity since you're on spring break. You can kind of binge watch the shows and put them in some kind of like a chronological type of order. So maybe you can watch the first season of Arrow, watch like half of the second season of Arrow, start watching The Flash, and then watch the rest of the second season of Arrow, and then you'll kind of be caught up, and you can watch them simultaneously at the same time. It'd be pretty cool. But you're in for a treat. I have to say you're in for a treat, and
I'll
when
try
you
it
watch these
out.
shows. Um, Arrow might end up proving frustrating for you after season two, but
But
hang
I
in there.
never liked the Green Arrow, so
Well,
it's gonna be
hey,
hard for me to watch the show.
well, that's cool. I mean, but give it a chance. Not a lot of people do like the Green Arrow, but give it a chance. Give it a fair shake. You'll definitely love the Flash. I think you will love the Flash. So,
Just
Daddy
watch the
Cooch,
crossover episodes. You're good.
yes, yeah, you should be good. You know, like I said, the He-Man and She-Ra type thing. You know, you don't watch the Arrow unless it's on the Flash. That's what my girls do. They don't watch Arrow at all, but you know, anytime he pops over on the Flash, they'll still be in it. Kahuna, now that you're back from picking up your pops off the floor, tell us what you think about Captain Cold and his evolution on Legends of Tomorrow.
I like him. You know, he's always the his mentality. He's logical, so he has to, you know, he's gonna evolve. He's not gonna stay, you know, like
Like
Heat Wave.
Rory,
You know, he's
yeah,
basically a damn caveman.
yeah.
And you know, Captain Cold, he's logical. So you know, I like his evolution
Um,
of that. You know, and I was happy to see him when they first showed him in a suit. I was like, yes, because I always say he sounds like a 1950s gangster. And I was just waiting for him to just say, ha, see, ha.
Well, that's just odd. I'm going to go ahead and take over because I don't know what happened to our host. But yeah, I agree with you 100% on that because it's very, Wentworth has got that cadence to the way he talks and like kind of like that. It's almost like he's cutting you with his voice when he talks to you.
Yeah,
That's what
because
yeah,
like whatever he says, last word he says at his sentence, he always drags it out.
yeah, yeah. And he's got those eyes. His eyes are like piercing. So I mean, it's like they got the perfect person to play Captain Cold, so it definitely works. So I, definitely like that
I'm
aspect of it.
interested to see what's going to happen with how I'm sure he didn't kill Heat Wave, so I'm
yeah.
interested to see what's going to happen with
So
him.
so did they just leave him stranded? Yeah, I'm wondering about that. Yeah, Dadakuji, you hop in at any time, man.
Well, as much as I watched Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, Captain Cold is a little confusing to me because I don't know anything about his character in the comic books. But he does seem like somebody that he's out for personal gain, and if he can't find any gain in it, there's no reason for him to do what he's doing, criminal wise or hero wise. So I think the whole reason why he's even tagging along is just for some kind of personal gain, and supposedly they said it was an excuse to go rob stuff in the past or the future or whatever. But it's more than that for him because like when they did the crossover episode, they found a place there where they could just reign supreme if they wanted to, and he just says, "This is not my gig. This is not what I want to do. This is not why I'm here." So like I do enjoy his character. He's probably the only character on Legends of Tomorrow I care about. Everybody else just seems flat. Like they don't have personality. They don't have anything for me to care about. But he's actually one character I wish they would show more of. Sucks that
And
he's like a villain. He'll never have his own show.
well, I think that's the thing about him, and that's what makes him. He's multi-dimensional. All of the other ones are truly flat characters. I mean, Heatwave, same dude he was in 2016 through all the timelines. It's just like, oh, well, we got to go out and commit crime and do this and do that. And like Captain, right, and like even all the heroes, the same exact way. Like they're all, carbon copies of exactly what they were in 2016. he's the only one that has actually been affected by the whole events of everything that's going on. So I think he's the only. It's almost like this show is really supposed to be his show, but he kind of can't be the, like you said, he can't be the lead. But he's the only one I really gravitate towards.
Yeah, I like my no two favorite characters are Captain Cold and Heatwave because when they're together, their little banter with each other, especially Heatwave with his little caveman thoughts, is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, Captain Cold, he definitely has another agenda. For those who watch The Blacklist, Raymond Reddington,
My
he'll
man,
help. He'll help you, but he always
man.
has it's only to help his agenda. So that's how Captain Cold is, and I think there's something going on with Heatwave. I think they have a little plan that nobody knows about. He's just not going to off his partner like that. So I think
Exactly.
there's something brewing in the bottom of that.
Yeah, yeah. There's got to be. I don't see him killing Mick like that. I just don't see that. But like Kahuna was saying, if you guys have not seen, um, if you guys have not seen the Blacklist yet, you really need to watch that show. That is a quality quality show. James Spader is acting his ass off in that show.
Oh, you mean
Really.
Ultron?
Uh, uh, yeah, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I can only think of him as Ultron because he played the hell out of Ultron in that
I
movie.
prefer not to think of him as Ultron because, well, I prefer to think of him as Raymond Reddington. That's much better.
He's
Uh,
better as Raymond Reddington.
yes,
He's
he's much
like
better.
super, super good.
Russia Ex Machina says City of Villains as a TV show. Thumbs up. Ah, that would actually. So you mean that old cryptic game City of Villains, the spinoff of City of Heroes? I don't know. Some of those villains were kind of carbon copy and bland anyway, but whatever.
But
Um,
the thing is, they could easily, if they really, and this is what gets on my nerves about Hollywood and however you want to spin it or put it. There are so many opportunities to do stories about villains, and this is why I like Tarantino so much. Tarantino is the only director that, if you really look at his movies, they always focus on the villains, with the exception of Kill Bill, because Kill Bill is a revenge film. Every single film that Tarantino has done in some form or fashion starts off with the bad guys, as you would want to call them, and essentially you're following their story and their tale. You could do that with a TV show so easily, but they just, we got to always tell the heroes got to win and blah blah blah, and everybody's got to hold hands and sing kumbaya. No, they don't. Things get bad in real life, and movies and TV shows can actually be a reflection of that.
Oh my goodness. Roland D just posted in the chat. He said, "My 3-year-old daughter was Ultron for Halloween last year. Hashtag for the win."
There you go.
I
See,
mean, really?
see,
That's
see.
pretty
I don't know
sweet.
why. I don't know why there's so much Ultron hate. He was good, so get over it. It's not going to be a 15-hour movie, so you can get the full age of Ultron. Doggone it. He was there so we could get the Infinity Gem and move it forward. Sokovia
um,
Accords.
Megashawn, you haven't really gotten a chance to watch Legends of Tomorrow, have you?
No, no, sir, no, sir.
Okay, all right, but
Megashawn is a black dude in the lead.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. I've watched the episode one time when I had some clients earlier in the day and not in the evening. So I believe I have one episode to my name, and that was the crossover episode with the young Black Arrow and the guy that got the business in that Tom Cruise movie when those robots ended his life. But I mean,
Minority
from what I
Report.
saw in my limited viewing, no, not Minority Report. Was it Tomorrow Never Die? No, not Tomorrow. That's James
Edge
Bond.
of
The
Tomorrow.
one where he, yeah,
Live, Die,
Live, Die,
repeat.
Repeat. Yeah, yeah, that
Oh,
movie.
okay, yeah, that one.
Uh,
Okay.
Groundhog Day and the War.
there you go. Yes, yes.
It's a Gears
Modern
of War.
Groundhog Day warfare. But yeah, I mean, the show seems to go all right. I was wondering why the banter between Captain Cold and Heatwave was like that, but from listening to you guys speak on it, now it all kind of makes sense.
In the chat, a couple of things to kind of point out that we can kind of riff on, and then we'll move along to our main topic. Roland D said that she saw the Ultron costume at Costco, and she wanted to either be Ultron or Batman. She chose Ultron. Way
I
to
don't
way,
know.
way
I
to
mean,
way to
sometimes,
differentiate yourself. I mean,
sometimes I mean,
Awesome kid.
awesome kid. You're winning, sir. You're winning. Yeah, you were about to say GQ.
but it goes back to that T-shirt. I mean, if you could be Superman or Batman, you want to be Batman. So I get it. Ultron is awesome, but it's Batman. Next year, make sure that she picks Batman, unless she can
She
be.
might want to be somebody else. She might want to be Wonder
Well,
Woman. You know
if
those
she
Wonder
well
Woman costumes are going to be
if
out
she
there.
can be Thanos, like if they got a Thanos costume next year, that'd be awesome.
Oh man, that
But
would be incredible.
it might not. I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
send you some makeup kits
yeah,
and stuff
yeah. There
and
you go.
help you
You
out.
make your own Thanos costume.
Yeah.
And the last thing, Autumn says in the chat, she says the Secret Six as a show would be awesome. That would be pretty sweet. If it's the Gail Simone Secret Six book from the pre-flight, oh, man, with Bane, Catman, and Ragdoll, and oh man, that would be an incredible show. That would be an incredible show.
You could leave off Catman.
No, Catman was that dude. Catman was that dude. He was really sweet. Catman was that dude. He was. I forget who
Uh-huh.
else was in that book, but no, yeah, it was really good. She said the
Mm-hmm.
Ultron voice mask sold it for her. Okay, not bad. Hey, wait a
There
minute,
you
your
go.
daughter's only 3?
Hey! You
I
leave
mean,
that girl alone,
man, no, I'm
because
I'm giving
she's
her
on the right
props.
path.
Yes,
She's
she
on the right
is.
path.
Yes, she is on the right path. You are absolutely right. That's
Yeah, because you know what, a Batman mask with that Christian Bale voice would suck like a
it would
lot.
suck.
So I mean,
Where's Rachel?
right?
Give me my
So
Halloween candy.
yeah,
Trick
so
or treat.
I can
I'm
completely
not
understand. I can completely
how about
understand
how,
that.
how
So
about how about this?
Daddy,
Josh
I have
says
to poo-poo.
Josh says this. Josh says this. She had to choose between powerless flightland orphan with daddy issues who hangs out with children, or OP demigod and bastion of hope and humanity. Hmm.
I'll still be Batman.
Okay, guys. Moving right along, we're gonna get to our main topic and the what brought us all out here today, and what else could it be but that incredible Captain America Civil War trailer? So we got something special for you guys today. We're going to play the trailer through once live, and you're gonna watch it with us, and you can go through and watch it on the chat, and then we're gonna go through it again, and we'll stop at different parts of the trailer. And what the heck are you doing?
You're my Karate Kid, man. Shut up. Keep talking.
Um, yeah, and then we'll kind of react to it and kind of speculate on some of the stuff that's happening. So without further ado, let's go ahead and switch to the trailer. Let's get it going.
This job, we try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
New York, Washington, D.C.
I'm still tripping over the fact that they want to
Sokovia.
blame the Avengers on something that would have happened
Okay,
regardless if
that's
they were
enough.
there.
Captain, people are afraid.
Donald Trump is the president in this movie. You didn't know?
That's why I'm
Oh,
here.
please, no.
We need to be put in check.
Donald Trump's gonna build a wall so
Whatever
Captain
form
America
that takes,
can't
I'm
get
in.
in.
I really
sorry,
need to see
Tony.
this movie
If I see a
because I
situation
understand
going south,
the
I can't
whole
ignore
thing
it.
in the comic book on why they're fighting.
Sometimes I wish I
But
could.
when I watch this, I just don't get it.
Sometimes I wanna
One
punch you in
person
your
wants to
perfect
say,
teeth.
"Look, let's control ourselves," and
perfect.
other ones like, "No, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to." Like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be
But the safest hands are
in
still
the
out.
in the U.S. military or were, back in World War II. That's your mindset. It's like, yeah, you help people out. You don't just do whatever the heck you want to do when you want to do it.
Well,
Like, that's what's
he
wrong
feels
with
that restraining themselves is gonna keep them from doing good for everybody.
But restraining's
What's wrong
what?
with you?
That's what I don't get. It's
You'll see. Well, that's why
That's why I
this
said I
May.
gotta see the movie
coming from.
because I don't get that aspect. It's like,
the one that
bro,
needs to wash
I want
their back.
pepperoni on my pizza. No, you can't have
This doesn't
pepperoni
have to
on
end
your
in a fight,
pizza.
Tony.
You gotta have only black olives and pepperoni. And it's like, okay, we're gonna fight about it.
started a
Hey, Civil War. That's how it
You
starts.
get what you want.
Right.
That's the spirit.
Right, but I believe if you look at how in oh crap, the Winter Soldier,
Sit down.
when they were dealing,
Final
when they
word.
had those gunships, and and
How
he
you
was
do this
talking
all
about
day?
people having ultimate control to kind of do anything. Him being a soldier, he was fully aware of being sent places,
All right.
that he
I ran out of
probably
patience.
didn't need to be
On the
in order to
roof!
establish order. So he sees that on a macro scale,
Hey, everyone.
and what is more than likely going to come of that. When when all of a sudden you want control of everybody. So I don't necessarily think he's necessarily fighting control of him as a whole, but just what ends up happening when you give somebody that much power. Because as they say, absolute power corrupts absolute.
Yeah, and I get that, but I don't understand why Captain America doesn't get that. That's the
Well, because he's you got to remember the government as he know it was Hydra for the whole time. So he doesn't have nobody to trust.
Yeah.
It's just him. And then the only guy he has would be Falcon and then Bucky, and those are probably the only two people that he trusts.
And not only that, those are the only two people that understand him and his motivations completely. Because you notice Falcon in Winter Soldier, he heard of Captain America, obviously, who hasn't at that point. But he respected the fact that Cap had this moral code and this I will never leave a soldier behind type mentality. Because again, Falcon is a soldier as well. So and Bucky obviously was his best friend from Rip. So it's like Cap is looking at things as like, okay, the government wants us to sign this agreement to basically essentially be completely regulated by them and do what they want us to do, basically. And when you got a situation of like, hey, hold on, this whole thing is trying to get me to basically like turn my back on like people that have been there for me since the beginning. Bucky being one of the prime examples, and also turning it into, oh well, because again, matter of fact, you have the Sokovia Accords in your box set. Did you read it?
no.
Oh my God, you can read it right now and figure out like what exactly the clauses are.
Let's find out. You guys keep talking. But then another thing that kind of gets me though is like, okay, say Captain America does comply. Say I'm just throwing it out there. Say he does comply, right?
Yeah.
What stops it when Thanos shows up?
Oh no, Thanos is gonna throw everything out the window, dude.
So like, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Because they gotta tell a story.
And you gotta have to stop it.
Well, okay. So you have, first of all, Captain America is land of the free. So obviously, if you're trying to put all of us under the government thumb, that wouldn't be land of the free anymore. Not to mention, of all the people whose fault all of this is, none of it belongs to him. Tony Stark has some blame. The Hawk might have some blame. But hey, man, I was asleep for 70 years. What the hell did y'all do? He was taking a damn nap. He done woke up. He done woke up fighting a whole other war with a whole new enemy. The government that been corrupt. I done lost my girl, and y'all had me taking that ice nap. So I believe that's his thing. Is just is just that. And plus, he probably still doesn't give any trust in the government. What do they say? You cut one head off, another one pops right up. So he don't know who to trust. Hubba. Money. Who do you trust?
Here's the Sokovia Accords. And it says, in accordance with the document at hand, I hereby certify that the below-mentioned participants, people and individuals, shall no longer operate freely or unregulated, but instead operate under the rules, ordinances, and governances of the aforementioned United Nations panel, acting only when and if the panel deems appropriate and or necessary. And that's the thing that I don't understand, is like aliens are coming down and they're trying to take over, and you're telling me we gotta wait for you guys to say go stop them?
And that's Cap's whole problem. That is Cap's whole problem,
right.
man. That's his whole problem. He feels like if there's, he even said it in the trailer. He said, if there's a problem, I have a hard time just turning my brain off and not acting. I can't help it. I can't. I have to do something. That's what he said in the trailer. I have to do it.
That's the motivation right there.
But then to make matters worse, technically, this is all Tony Stark's fault. Whether it's
pretty much,
I'm just saying, whether it's him or whether it's his father, this is all his fault because he either built the weapons, or and then he created Ultron, him and his family made the weapons. So it's just pretty crazy for you to be the one talking about established order. There would be order if it wasn't for your gunslinging ass.
Right.
Damn,
Exactly.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you who Iron Man is. Nicolas Cage selling them gold AK-47s.
Lena, jump in here. You've been awful silent. These guys have kind of just dominated the conversation.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the chat and everybody's like, Team Cap. I'm Team Stark.
We're gonna get to that. We're definitely gonna get to that. And one
That's
of the
what I'm
things,
waiting for.
yeah,
That's
and
what I'm waiting for.
I hope you too. I hope everybody was able to kind of hear the trailer as we were going on. I know we were kind of talking over it, and and kind of getting. I mean, that's how excited we were. We couldn't really wait to start reacting to it. So, go ahead, GQ. You were going to say something.
Well, okay. First of all, everybody that's seen this trailer, doggone it, we could talk over it. All of y'all have seen this trailer before.
Unless Roland hasn't seen it yet. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Hold on. Roland
Roland Daggett.
Roland, go. Really? I'll give you permission for right now to pause this stream and open up another window.
Don't
watch that trailer.
do that.
You haven't seen it.
Don't do that.
Dude,
Don't do that.
come
Don't do
on
that.
now.
Stay right here.
Anyway,
Don't do that. Stay right here.
No. You can open up both. You can listen to both. You got 2 ears. But no, it's just like, and again, Lena and I are on the same team. This is awesome. This is amazing. See, all y'all Cap people, man. Whatever.
Dynasty.
Right.
Whatever.
Exactly.
So anyway,
Iron Patriot and everything else. It's
all right. So
amazingly awesome.
let's go ahead and let's watch the trailer again. This time we're gonna stop it at certain points and we're gonna discuss what we see. So
Black Panther was crying.
Dog, when I saw that, I was like, I know Sean maybe Sean is just.
First of all,
what's this puke?
First of all, that wasn't Black Panther wasn't crying. That was Chadwick Boseman crying. So that wasn't. See, but now, I know we are watching the trailer now, but as much as I don't like him being in there now, it makes sense. As in, I guess to his introduction. So I don't know who's gonna get killed in this embassy, but obviously somebody gets killed. I'm assuming he's gonna blame Bucky, which is why he was hawking his ass down like Bo Jackson. He was running like Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
And hold on.
Unstoppable.
From trailer 1, didn't I tell you that's what was going on? He was not running from Cap. He was chasing
running
after Bucky.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, you did say that. All right,
well, he might have been running from Cap, but because he was so damn fast, he wasn't running from nobody.
Cap couldn't catch him.
No, Cap was trying to catch his ass.
Yeah, he was. All right, let's get to
him on
the
that motorcycle. I was like, fuck, he hawked him down while he was riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, that means that his powers are in full display.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that right off the bat was like, are you kidding me?
All right,
but the best part about I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say let's get started again. Let's watch the trailer, and I'm gonna stop at certain points.
All right.
What is this iceberg? What is that? I wonder.
That's where they found Cap. That's where they found Cap in the first.
And see, I was wondering if that was. Yeah, I was wondering if that was like a flashback.
I don't know.
I don't know. I wonder what that is.
Try to save as many people as we
Oh,
can.
this must be where they were keeping Bucky under ice.
Sometimes it
Hydra.
doesn't mean everybody,
Oh, originally, yeah. More than
Yeah.
likely.
but you don't give up.
And, yeah, this is where. But hold on, they found him in like an auto repair shop trying to like put his arm in a vice, though, didn't they?
Yeah. It looked like somebody had captured him and left him there.
Washington,
I mean, it's
D.C.
like, all right, but they put the Winter Soldier in like high school, like metal shop
Sokovia.
class, and put like the little clamp on him and left.
I know, right? And
That's
he
not gonna hold him
couldn't
down.
break him. He couldn't break out of that. Come on, man.
Right.
People are
Yeah.
afraid.
Hey,
You gotta
no.
pause it here. You
No.
gotta pause it here, 'cause
Yeah,
obviously
pause it here.
This is obviously where the World Council or whatever meets, and they're probably obviously talking about Sokovia because doggone it, the Avengers just blew up a whole city. So I honestly, again, I get the political aspect of it, and I like the fact that the Russos are taking that approach because. Yes, the comic heads are going to lose their freaking minds over, oh my God, they're the mutants, and it should be this. It's like, you know what? They're telling a story within what they've already established.
Yep.
And they've established the Battle of New York, the Washington, D.C. disaster, and the complete and utter destruction of Sokovia and the Ultron thing. So that's what they have to work with. If the government didn't get involved in that and it was like, oh, you know what, we got all these mutants showing up or Inhumans or whatever, that's not really, it's big, but it's not as big as those three major events. So they're telling their story. I like it so far. Again, if they work in the Inhumans angle, cool.
Yeah, and what I like is seeing the return of Thunderbolt Ross. I mean, honestly, I don't know why they kept him in mothballs this long. I mean, they could have brought him back earlier.
They had to get him back from Universal.
Right. Okay. But no, having William Hurt be in there is something pretty positive, and it makes you a little bit wonder if somehow Banner has been snuck in there somewhere.
I wonder if we're gonna get a Red Hulk one day.
Man, that would be awesome.
That would be cool. Here's the thing, though. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'll probably get crucified for this. I like William Hurt. Great actor. Dude is awesome.
Yes, he is.
I honestly liked Sam Elliott's Thunderbolt Ross more
Yeah.
from the original craptastic Hulk movie.
I like the anger. I like the anger that he brought to the role.
Sam Elliott, dude. And not only that, that's the dude, like, he usually voices over a lot of those truck commercials now.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if he's still alive by the time I'm dead, I want him to do my eulogy, because that dude's voice is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. But
yeah, it is.
I digress. Go right ahead.
All right, let's continue.
Oh, there he was, he's crying.
Now we need to be put in check. Now this obviously here, this is the start of the schism between Tony and Cap. You know, it's different than in a way. It's different than in the way in the comics when Tony was the director of Shield, and this was right before this was right after he got fired, when the whole Civil War thing kind of jumped off anyway. But the whole thing with Tony being, saying that we need to get put in check, he almost really should just be saying that about himself. To be honest, to be totally honest, he should be saying it about himself.
Okay, but of course he should. But if you really think about it, the way they've kind of done it is like Iron Man kind of is the center of the Avengers. They've kind of spun it a little bit different. Iron Man's kind of like the whole glue, essentially, that keeps the team. True enough, Cap is the moral compass, but if it wasn't for Stark, like, they wouldn't have all their advancements, they wouldn't have the money, basically, that they have, the backing and everything.
Oh, no doubt.
So it's like Stark kind of is like, he's not the leader, but he's definitely like 1A,
Yeah.
So I think it's very interesting to see that change in his character. Because again, back in the day, Tony didn't give a damn about much of anything,
Right.
unless it was a woman or like building something.
Right.
So now to see him take this much responsibility is a kind of a cool thing.
Well, I still don't think he does care about anyone. As you guys were saying in regards to Captain Cold, I'm pretty sure the government pulled him to the side, and hey, it's kind of a help us, help you, help us, and then we can get things back in order. Because clearly he would be the one profiting from some of this world order.
No, I understand that, but like you and Daidakuji both said, Stark essentially is the reason for a lot of the destruction. So
yeah,
I mean, it's like sometimes you get a guilty conscience. I wouldn't understand that, but sometimes you get a guilty conscience, and
but then even in that damn sorry about that. But it said even in that guilty conscience, hey man, blame yourself. Like I'm just a guy that got a little super serum.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Lena, hop in and kind of give me your opinion. From your perspective. I know you said you're Team Iron Man, but do you find this schism to be bothersome, or is this something that kind of really the natural extension of things as has happened in the past and kind of progressed to here?
I think the clash has always been, the fact that Iron Man is always been the loose cannon of the group. He brings a lot of technology and advancement and all that stuff, but he is a loose cannon. And then on the other side, you have Captain America, who is, he is the good soldier and he wants to do right. And that, to me, that's part of his downfall, because you can't see the good in everything and want to be Captain Saberhole all the time. You can't do it, and everything just work out the right way. There's, even to doing all that good, some bad happens. So I
Oh.
think the clash between the two is just that everything is kind of coming full circle on both of their ends, being the good guy and being the loose cannon. Iron Man, yeah, he was doing whatever he wanted to do for so long that, and not being the team player, it has some repercussions on that, and that's what I think all of this is coming out to be. If that
Alvin
makes
Wallace,
sense.
welcome to the show again. We're glad to have you. You're a little late, man. You're missing out on some good fun, but let's continue. Let's go ahead and
So,
continue with the trailer. Go ahead, Megashot.
so basically, the young lady is saying that Captain America is Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump is Iron Man.
No.
No,
That is not what I said at all.
That's not at all what she said. Not at all.
But I mean, there's backfires into yeah, you know what I just meant. But
Let's
there's
continue.
repercussions on both sides. There's
Real
repercussions on both sides.
Real quick, let me jump in and say this real quick, and this is what I think is part of Tony's motivation. Don't forget what he saw in Age of Ultron. He saw that the world is going to
The
be
dream.
invaded by something that they can't even completely
Yeah.
think to fathom.
That still
So for
bothers me.
them
You're
to
right.
be this ragtag team of just kind of going out and doing stuff, he wants that extra backing and organization because he's worried that, hey, the world's still going to get attacked by this major force that we still don't know anything about. So I think that's part of his motivation too.
All right, well, let's continue.
Whatever form that takes, I'm game.
And right here,
I'm sorry,
obviously,
Tony.
that's the raft,
I see a situation pointed
the
south.
superhero
heading
prison
right.
or supervillain prison.
Sometimes
Oh,
I
I
wish
was
I
gonna
could.
say, I was like, what the heck's a rat?
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect
Well, it's
teeth.
usually a flotation device that they use when planes crash in the water or people want to go rafting, as they call it.
But no, that's you remember it now, Dadakuji. It's the prison that all the supervillain in the beginning of Avengers: Earth's the Mightiest Heroes. That's the prison that all the supervillains escaped from at the beginning.
Yeah, I
at
remember
the beginning of
that.
the show.
Was that
Yeah.
the same show that had that baboon that could control
Yes.
women?
Yes.
Okay, got
Yes.
that mixed up with a different show.
Yes. But here we go. Here's the scene that we were talking about. Black Panther hawking down
I know we're not perfect.
Bucky on that motorcycle. He straight ran
The
him down.
safest hands are still out.
No, he
Now,
looked
see,
like
that was
he did
cool.
an
Over
RKO.
somebody's Audi.
Yeah,
Why did he look like he RKO'd him?
He probably did.
he probably did.
You know they're gonna edit that in now that you said it.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. But
You know what, Apple? I want my next smartwatch to do that.
yeah, I was gonna say GQ said
Tony's Apple Watch
said
is
something
good.
earlier about this on Facebook. He said when smartwatches can do this, then I'll buy one. But until then, he'll stick with his regular watch.
Yep.
Can't blame him. Can't blame him.
I love that scene right
Now,
there
see,
when Bucky shot off the gun and
Yeah.
Did he? No,
Tony
hold on,
gave
did
him
he,
that look. Tony was like, "Motherfucker, you actually pulled the trigger."
but
Right.
hold on. Did he block that with like his hand? or
Yeah, with his
something? Oh, okay.
armored
Iron Man
hand. With his armored hand.
Yeah, he
No,
put
I
his
know,
Iron Man
I
hand
know
over the
that.
muzzle.
I just every time I look at that, I'm like, did he either take that to those goggles or did he just, block it like one of those?
Yeah,
things? I'm
one
like,
of
okay.
these
He put his
things.
hand right
One
over
of
it.
these things,
Yeah.
right on top. Now here, this shot right here, we're seeing, War Machine or whatever his name
That's
is
War
now.
Machine.
Yeah,
That's War
no,
Machine.
well, no, he's got a new name now. In the movie,
well,
he's got a new
yeah.
name, but I'm gonna
He's
call
gonna
him
be
War
called
Machine.
Peace Machine.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna call him War Machine for our basic for our
Yeah.
understanding.
That's what his Hot Toys thing is going to be called.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Save the Stark.
Exactly. So anyway, so we see, Rhodey gets shot here. Do we think he's dead? Do we think he's
No.
dead and that's really gonna set him off? Or
Nah.
No.
I mean that looks like a pretty
It probably pisses him off.
Yeah.
But we've seen Stark. I mean, don't forget the first time Stark got shot down by that tank, he fell from probably about that height and then got back up.
Mhm.
So Rhodes is probably unconscious. His power, he doesn't have any flight power because he shot the arc reactor out. Whoever
Mhm.
did the shot, they edited it to make it seem as if it was Winter Soldier. But if you look at the two scenes, that's different.
It could be somebody else. Yeah, it could be somebody
but
else.
I mean, so again, they're playing the editing game right there.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. Exactly.
but
Wait a minute.
looking at it-
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you said he got shot with a tank, Iron Man, and he fell about that height. Didn't Iron Man in the first Avengers fall from way higher than that?
Hulk
Well, at least the
caught him.
Hulk caught him.
Oh,
Hulk
the
caught
Hulk.
Yeah.
him. Yeah, the Hulk
I
caught
could
him.
have sworn he was a dent in the ground when he said, "Let's
No.
get some swarmers."
No,
It was
Hulk
him.
caught him.
No,
Let
no,
him
no.
lay
Yeah,
him on
Hulk
the
caught
ground.
him and then dropped him. But
Yeah.
No, in the first one, he took the tank shot, and he basically fell and made almost like a crater, and then got right back up. Now, true enough, Rhodey's armor is shut down, so he has no control over his drop. But they're not going to kill him off just like that, because you see somebody, I don't know who it is, in a another costume by the time they're all fighting, and it's not that costume. So I don't think Cheeto dies. Not that easy.
Well, I don't know because when you see that scene, that looks like a scene that happens after that big battle. Because when you see, when you see Stark holding
Rhodey.
War Machine, look in the background. The background is that airport.
Okay. We'll see it.
We'll see.
What's wrong about you?
Yeah, because that looks like the Mark II War Machine armor before they painted it to paper.
Yeah, see, so if you look in the back and you saw the airport, you saw smoke coming from it. So that was that whole little battle between the superheroes.
I got you. Okay.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
Now, what do we think Natasha means when she said that? I'm not the one that needs to watch their back. You think she's talking about Tony? Think she's talking about Cap? Is she playing both sides in this one?
Is she on team? She's on Team
I
Stark,
think that's
right?
gonna be at the
she's
end
on
of the
Team
movie.
Stark. I think she's on Team Stark. Yes.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I agree because he's got his arm in a sling.
That's at the end of the movie where like something, some kind of resolution happens and thinks that you still gonna have to watch your back, but she doesn't because she's not gonna be a part of this no more. I think she's like walking away from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of.
This doesn't have to end in a fight.
She wants to go get her some of that banner.
She was like, "Fuck that, y'all don't give me action figure in my body."
Pretty much.
Now, seeing Tony pimp slap Cap like that, man.
That was, you saw it coming, but not like that.
Nah, not like that, man. And he was just like, blap. Yeah, that was a nice shot, man. And hey, Cap finally got him put on the suit, and they're gonna go at it. So that's gonna be pretty sweet.
You know what I like though? It seems like, just keep playing it because it's getting to this point. I was thinking about this on the way home.
Now that shot, I'm gonna back that up a little bit with Vision and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, like, dude, I thought they liked each other.
In the comics they did. I don't know what it's gonna be here. I mean, I know she's Team Cap and everything. Looks like that's Hawkeye on the ground there, down there.
Oh, below her.
Yeah, right below her. It looks like that's Hawkeye on the ground.
Hard to know.
Yeah, it is hard to know, but it looks like it's Hawkeye
with her Sakura skirt on.
Well, rumor around the campfire is that the Panther does put those hands on Hawkeye. Now I don't know what scene it happens on.
Couple of notes from the chat I'm gonna bring up. But go ahead, finish your thought, Mega Sean.
Oh no, that was it. That was
okay. First thing, Egon88 says, "War Machine is dead. There has to be some casualties in this war. Gives Tony more of a push in this fight." I can see that.
Also, Disney has that two black guy minimum. I mean maximum.
And there's three. There's three in this movie, so yeah.
No.
One's gotta go. One's gotta go.
Gotta get rid of.
Gotta get run. And then Rush Ex Machina says Crossbones may be fired that shot.
I can see that.
I can see that too. I can see that. That's a good guess.
Crossbones shows up in the trailer. I mean, ever so briefly. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Very possible.
I can see that. Now this whole thing with Iron Man riding the arrow.
Oh, Ant-Man, yeah.
Yes, riding the arrow with Ant-Man riding the arrow, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was straight out of comic book. Straight out of the comic book. Nice touch there. It looks like he's going through Tony's gauntlet or something like that.
Yeah, he just went fast. There's Crossbones.
There was Crossbones, yeah.
Stay down. Final warning.
Yeah, that means he put
the hurt on
him because he doesn't have the shield or anything.
Yeah, I can do this all day. Love that. He was giving it to him too, man.
I do like that. That's like kind of his tagline, and it makes sense. All right. Now here, like I said, is where they should have cut the trailer the second that Webb grabbed that shield.
Yeah,
that should have been it.
Yeah.
It should have just been like boom.
GQ says it should have been fade to black, just like that.
I would have left fans. I would have left fans clamoring for like, what does he look like?
Right? Yeah, that would have been something else. That would have been
something.
All
they need to know is that he's there. You don't need to actually hear him, because I mean that makes that even makes people want to go see it more. Like, oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
where's
Right.
Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man? Oh my,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
what's
Exactly.
going on?
Exactly. Now,
Now
So,
here, yeah.
this right here, pure Ditko. This leaps right out
Classic
of the
Spider-Man.
old Spider-Man comic books that we all grew up with. Looks just
mhm.
like them. I mean, right down to the eyes, the slit of the eyes. Um, I mean, and it looks like spandex. It doesn't look like it doesn't have none of those extra textures or nothing like that. It looks like it's just straight right out of the book. I mean,
It doesn't
even
even look like spandex. It
It
looks like
looks
it's like
smooth.
yeah, and it looks super smooth, aerodynamic.
yeah.
You know,
You can see
Josh,
all his muscles.
when Josh was in there, when Josh was in the chat earlier, he said something about it was CG Spidey. I'm not sure this is CG, man.
I
This
think
might.
that's a person,
I think it's a person
and
too.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think now here's the thing. Vision's got CG all over him as far
Oh
as
yeah,
like his face and
no
stuff.
question.
I think they may have smoothed him out with some CG, but it's
Hmm.
still a person there. And
Yeah.
also I think what we're also getting, and this is what like really is, this is where you kind of divide where you have the fans and you have the people that are casuals, as we were talking about a couple days ago. That's what a high schooler would be able to afford and make,
Hmm.
basically. That costume right there. I could probably go to one of Mega Sean's
Joanne's
favorite
Fabric.
stores. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Joanne's Fabric, or I could go to Mega Sean's favorite
Joanne's
store,
Fabrics,
Dick's,
yes.
Dick's,
Joanne's
and get some
Fabrics,
Under
yes.
Armour and probably paint it up to make it look like that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's what a kid, in high school could afford and make as a superhero costume.
Now,
So,
yeah.
That
you
shit
know,
look damn good.
yeah,
Now look, I'm not going front. I'm not a big fan of the little black circle things or whatever that he's got going on there. I'm not a big fan of that. That doesn't look like classic Spider-Man to me. But
what
you know,
black circle things?
well, I mean, just the
On his
little
arm.
band, the little bands that are kind of like going around his arms. Even he's even
No,
got it on
that's
his boots and
if you
stuff like
no
that.
look at it. That's not a circle. That like the front part is the web design. The back part is solid. Look at it up. Look at it up by the shield. You can see that the front part is like that red web design, and the
Yeah.
back underneath is solid.
Well, no,
That's
I
how
mean,
they made it.
It's a wraparound from the
Yeah,
back.
there's some kind of wraparound or something like that. It looks like it's black. I mean, but seriously, that's really my only gripe with the costume. Other than that, it looks fantastic, especially the eyes. And you know, let's talk about the eyes a little bit. You know, Kahuna was saying that he heard. I didn't quite get to hear. I didn't quite hear it, but he said
It's there.
he heard there's some kind of
Oh yeah, you can. If
motors
you
or something like that
watch
with the
it, you can
irises.
hear when he squints his eyes. When he
Hmm.
says, "Hey everybody," and then he squints his eyes, you can hear like a mechanical sound as he squints his eyes. And if you
Hmm.
look closely, there's like layers to his
Oh
eyelids.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
You can
like a
definitely see that.
visor coming down, kind of like. But
yeah,
yeah, so it has some kind of mechanical. And just like in the comics, Tony built the iron spider suit.
yeah.
This may be just like GQ said earlier. This might be just he put some kind of tech into the suit, not full iron spider armor, but it's
Yeah.
some kind of tech. Because when he squints his eyes, there's no reason if there's no tech in there why he should make that mechanical
Exactly.
noise.
Right.
Egon88 in the chat says, "Classic Spider-Man looks like Marvel used some of Alex Ross's concept designs for from the Toby Spider-Man." Now, I'm not familiar with those. I don't remember those. But if this is true, you know, who better to pick from than Alex Ross? I mean, Alex Ross is great, a great and a phenomenal artist.
Yeah,
Maybe even second to none.
if you go back and look at the 1960s Spider-Man cartoons, I mean that's damn near what that is.
Yeah,
Everything from the eyes to everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, and I like his voice. His voice sounds like a kid for one, because he is a kid.
Hmm.
And to me, it sounds a lot like the Spider-Man from the Versus games,
It does.
which to me is fine because that was a perfect Peter Parker voice.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, of course, there's always them people that got
All the
complaints.
time.
I mean, and was the internet not ablaze with people complaining about the costume?
Oh
They
my God!
hated, they
Anytime
hated.
I
I
watch
thought
the
Toby
YouTube
looked
videos,
better. I'm like,
the first thing I do is I go to the YouTube comments because that's where hate dwells, is in the YouTube comments. And all I saw was, "Oh, they ruined the Spider-Man costume again," and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah, that's definitely a casual. Because no, they didn't.
and Rush X Machina in the chat just said one amazing thing, and it perfectly sums it up. Throwing back to our conversation earlier in the week about casuals and elites, he said the casuals where I worked at were all in awe. The elites in the same workplace are dissecting Spider-Man's costume. I stayed quiet. All I can think of is what a time to be alive. Hey,
I'm an elite and I like it, so
Yeah.
I speak for all the other elites in the world. They all follow me,
Uh,
and that
I love
costume
it.
is
I
fine.
mean, just to see
yeah.
him holding Cap's
And
shield too, that's just
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and Roland D just said he of the awesome 3.5-year old said, look at the spider on the spider emblem on his suit. It's a lot smaller, and it looks like it is from the old comic books. Because it wasn't like super big or anything or elaborate. Didn't look like the Venom spider or anything like that.
Hold
Like
on,
some of
what's
the other
Lena got to
ones.
say? She's been all quiet
Yeah,
about
she
it.
sure
Well, I was
has.
just about to say, like, I like the small spider. I mean, he's Spider-Man. You don't need to cover his whole chest with a damn big. No, I
Hmm.
like it. I like the throwback look. If he does have like the tech, and I was seeing the tech in there, that brings it up. If you can have a throwback look and then have little perks in there to bring it to modern day.
Now, do you
So
think this? You
I'm
think
all
this is
about
a
it.
person? Do you think this is a person, or you think it's CG? What do you think?
I think as a person in the suit, I think they did some editing tricks to make it look a little sleeker. But I
Now,
definitely think as a person in that suit.
and
Yeah,
here's
because when
some.
you look at him, he's like real smooth.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And let's ask the bodybuilder's perspective. What do you think, Mr. Megashawn? What do you think about the physique and the look of the costume, sir?
As far as Spider-Man, the Spider-Man ain't never been in no shape, so he looks like Spider-Man.
He looks like okay. All right, cool,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
cool.
mean, I don't have any, definite issues with
All right.
Spider-Man. I mean, I think everybody looked how they were supposed to be. I did see those quads on the Black Panther, so clearly that only lets me know one thing, that is in no way, shape, or
Up,
form
double.
Chadwick
Chadwick.
Moses.
So so
Oh, we
now
already knew that.
We knew
so
that.
Like I said, that's what
Yeah,
I
we
had
knew
no
that.
problem with.
Yeah, we
That's
so
why
knew
in
I was
order
that.
for
like,
me
Uh,
to sleep better at
exactly,
night,
exactly.
I have now separated them as two different people. So
Okay.
you got whoever the hell the Black Panther is, whoever that brother is, and for all we know, it might be me. Y'all didn't see me for a couple of months, so
Yeah. So, Dido, get in there. What do you think about the costume and the look?
Well, I like it completely and entirely. I kind of understand why certain people think it is a little CGE,
Hmm.
just because it doesn't most fabric, even spandex, has some kind of texture look to it. It's not just straight up smooth. And maybe that's just the angle. Maybe it could be that those eyes are CG and whatever. But I like how he looks. I like the comparison to the comic book with the thick rim around the eyes. I think that's really awesome. Um, I can't really say much about the how big the spider is or not because I don't really remember. Like for me, if they do it right, like the comics, I have no problems with it. But if they also make it look cool, I think that the what is his name, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suits weren't bad looking. I enjoyed both of them. Not saying I enjoyed all the movies within those things, but they had a pretty cool look. They had a pretty cool look, and I really like the look of this one. It's different, and it's kind of
Josh just said something that should bring a chuckle to all of us. He said it's got to be Andy Serkis. It's Andy Serkis in the suit.
yeah, he's in everything nowadays, isn't he?
Yeah, Andy Serkis is got to be Andy Serkis in the suit.
Hey, anything
Uh,
that's mocap,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Andy.
yeah.
that's usually the man to go to. But that's been a trailer breakdown, and I think that was a lot of fun, man. I'm glad we kind of set up that scene where we could kind of watch at the same time and react to certain stuff. We're gonna have to do that again with a bunch of other stuff. We hope you guys enjoyed it, but before we get out of here, it's already after 11. It's time for all of us to kind of get in bed, maybe.
Trying to play some games.
Maybe time to play some games. Exactly. But before we go, one by one, let's cast our votes. Team Cap, Team Iron Man. Who you got? GQ.
I am Team Tony Stark. I always follow the money, so I'm definitely Team Stark.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I don't know. I'm sorry. People talking about the CG or whatever for Spider-Man looks bad. Go back and watch the second Batman Superman trailer and tell me Doomsday looks better. So all y'all have several seats
Right.
and go
Oh,
see both movies. But doggone it,
that's
Civil
mega
War is
shot
gonna
would
be that
say
deal.
puke.
Yeah. Yeah. Megashawn. Team Cap, Team Iron Man.
um, I'm Team Black Panther.
Oh my God. Even
So
with
so you got
Chadwick.
GQ. So you got GQ talking about following the money. Nobody's got more money than him.
He's on
but
Team
yeah,
Stark.
watch him off now. Anyway,
He is.
He is.
You already on Team Stark then, because that's whose team he's on.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, he's on Team Stark.
Yeah.
I know, but as the Roland said earlier, all you can really say is just what a time to be alive.
Indeed.
Just to
Indeed.
see all of this, on screen.
Indeed. Dadakuji, who you got? Team Cap, Team Iron Man.
This is gonna sound a little crass, but I don't really care. I want to see the movie and enjoy it. I don't pick sides.
He remains neutral. Kahuna, who you got? Team Cap, Team Iron Man.
I don't know, man. It's kind I'm kind of with Dido on this one. I'm kind of neutral as well.
Man, y'all, come on.
Hey, man.
Fence
Come on,
rider.
man. I know, right? Well,
I ain't riding no fence. What the heck am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit in the movie and hope one team wins. The movie's gonna end how it's gonna end.
Man,
It
just
doesn't
play the
really
game.
matter who
man,
the
damn.
hell.
I mean, he can't even play along, man. Just
What do you mean
pick a
play
side.
along?
I mean,
wanna
I
pick a
kind of,
side.
I
Hey,
kind
watch
of, I
the
kind
movie.
of agree.
Come on,
I
Dad.
agree with a little
Come
bit of
on.
Cap. I agree with a little bit of Iron Man. So it's
Yeah,
like,
watch
I
the
don't know
movie. I
who-
mean, if you're gonna say who I'm gonna agree with, I don't get Tony Stark and I don't get his whole thing.
So it sounds
If
like he's Team
you're
Cap.
gonna if you're gonna have a team that is here trying to protect the world from bad guys, realizing that having red tape and bureaucrats waiting for you to do stuff causes the bad guys to win. So if you want me to pick Captain America, you happy?
All right, Team Cap. There you go. What about you? Kahuna? Pick someone.
Ah,
No more fence riding. Pick one.
um,
I saw a clip that Mei Lin was in bed with the Black Panther. So you're on Team Iron Man.
Wow.
who?
Wow.
Who was in
He's
there?
he's trying
That
to he's trying to say Ming Na Wen was in bed with the Black Panther, so you need to come on over to his side. I think not, sir.
Oh, then it's war against Panther then.
Oh, there you go. Now he's on Team
All right,
Cap.
so-
There you go. Well
all
done.
right, so
Well
there's-
done.
All right, 2 for Team Cap, 2 for Team Iron Man.
And I'm Team
And
Cap.
Lena's
myself.
over there.
Yeah,
Lena's over
Lena.
there.
Oh, that's right. Lena already said she's Team Stark.
I'm Team Stark. Iron
Well,
Man.
looks like we're at a loggerheads,
Iron
gentlemen.
Man.
Yeah, we're at a loggerhead because I'm Team Cap. So
Well, since I get 2 votes, that's Team Stark wins.
wow, really? How does he get 2 votes like that? Anyway,
Oh,
all you out there
hell.
in
Team Stark.
Junkie Nation, I see you're throwing your different teams. We got a Team Spider-Man, we got a Team Flash from Josh Money, we got a Team Justice from Josh, Team Undecided from Roland. Autumn is Team Cap.
Man, Roland, go get your daughter. She'll pick somebody.
And she better pick Team Cap, man. And Rao, my boy Rao is Team Cap. So there we go. There's something else. But no, it's been a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here and shut down the stream. It's been a great time. Great time. And we invite you all to come back here 23 hours from now. We are going to have our Fun Friday, which I have relabeled Random Shit. And basically, it's going to be just that. Completely random shit. We're to do whatever, talk about whatever, maybe get a little bit lit up, not smoking wise, maybe drinking wise. Everybody bring themselves a nice little drink. Yeah, there you go. See, she got the nice Merlot ready to go.
You got GQ trying to find his focus.
Yeah, and we're just gonna have some fun. Just start the weekend off right. Just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Whatever random stuff we see on the internet, we'll bring it to you. So until tomorrow, I want to thank everybody for joining in the chat. It has been a great show. You guys were a great contribution, and we enjoy having you guys here. We hope that you guys will come back tomorrow. For the beautiful Lena, who's right there on the screen, for the big Kahuna, for the great Dadakuji, for
Big Daddy Cool
Big Daddy Kuje, for the mighty Megashawn, and for the ever dapper GQ. Autumn says that was a nice suit. You rocking that suit, GQ, by the way.
Thank you.
Right. So I am your host, Kenshiro, and we will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Hasta mañana.
Hasta la bye bye.